sound waves that you can't hear that traverse the entire planet. And from the period of that infrasound wave, that period correlates with the yield of the explosion. And that was one way of estimating it. That was one of the early estimates. And all the estimates seem to be consistent.
My goodness, that's more than 20 times the explosion of the Hiroshima bomb over Japan. This was quite a burst, and it was something like 18 miles up, was it not?
That's right, yes. I mean, it traversed a lot of sky and it was descending while it was, but the main explosion was between 18 and 20 miles up.
All right, what we're going to show now are some of the other events from a year ago, and both from
some
webcams.
And I don't know if you're playing the sound, but some of them are quite spectacular in the booms, the ones that are directly beneath.
And it must have taken some time for the sonic boom to arrive. As I understand, there were 15. We're now showing some pictures from, it looks like in a warehouse, of the blast blowing down a door right on top of some unfortunate people who were just exiting that door at the time. And
and you can see, you know, where there's a structure, the pressure builds up. There's a dynamic pressure, but then that blast wave reflects off the surface. And so the pressure builds up and there's more pressure outside than inside. And so the building, whatever the weakest part of the building is, whether it's a window or a big garage door in a warehouse, it blows in, and it blows in with a lot of force.
Now, you started your interest in this, I understand, even in childhood when you observed the Perseid meteors, the great August 11th shower that many of us love to see. But back then, you didn't just merely count meteors. Tell us what really started you on this. What did you do during these meteor showers?
Well, as a kid, we were Boy Scouts, and we used to camp out in our backyards, and we'd do this every August. And we'd
to left and either impacting or blowing up in the air in a desert-like setting.
I think I know which one you're talking about, and that's the one. That's also a simulation, and it's a simulation of that I did back in the '90s, showing what a Tunguska-like impact would be like if it happened in New Mexico. And you're looking at the Sandia Mountains. You're actually looking down my driveway.
It looks like you have dark skies there.
Yeah, I can see it now. And so what I was illustrating with this was a plume. So when you have a steep impact, you get this giant plume of vaporized asteroid mixed with hot air that expands into space.
As SLU tracked it, this is the SLU Community Observatory. Our members are watching the skies every night, taking turns using the automated observatories on the Canary Islands tonight. The Canary Islands facility is iced over, snowed over. In fact, there were offers of being evacuated from the Spanish government that runs it, from the military. But here it is, SLU tracking it a year ago. This was the same day that the famous asteroid burst in, and then just to make that coincidence even more astonishing, a century earlier, on June 30th, 1908, the last time a air-bursting asteroid did damage in the world, knocking trees down for 50 miles in all directions, was also over Siberia. Although we did have